In this video, we're going to be going over how to get your website ranked higher on Google to help bring more leads and traffic and sales to your business. So let's dive right in. The truth is, everyone wants to be number one, and not all websites are created equal. Most of the time when business owners or young professionals create a website, they do the bare minimum just to make sure that they have some kind of online presence. You know, you will have a homepage, a contact page, services, about me, and just basic information. Now, the biggest thing about that is when you are trying to get yourself ranked higher on Google, Google is pulling from that information that you put on the website. So you may have 20 plus years of experience in your specific industry. However, Google doesn't know that. Google only knows as much as you tell it. So when you are creating your website, here are 5 tips that you can use to help rank higher for your search results. So tip number 1, make sure your website is up to date and optimized. Make sure that everything is working properly. There's no broken links on the website, making sure that everything is up to date. You have current pictures, descriptions, any testimonials. These things are what Google looks for to make sure that your business is relevant. If you haven't touched your website in 5+ years and you think that you're gonna get the top search engine result, it's just not gonna happen. You have to make sure that you put in the groundwork so that Google can pull from that information to see you as an authoritative figure in your industry. So go ahead and do a quick review of your website, quick audit, and see if there's anywhere that you can make improvements, making sure that it looks modern. Don't have a website that looks like it's from the early 2000s. Make sure all your images are high quality, they're optimized, everything that you can do to make sure that your website looks fresh, clean, modern, and professional. This is the first tip. Tip number 2, optimize your pages for keywords. Now, if you offer a product or service, you're trying to rank for keywords with your business. Do not try to go in and just blindside Google with putting a bunch of keywords all over your website. It doesn't work, and they are expecting this. You need to make sure that you are very strategic in how you use your keywords. It needs to make sense and it needs to be relevant where they are placed. Now, if you're doing this properly, you want to make sure that you build out all your services. So if you have, multiple services that you offer, try to go in depth as detailed as you can within those services to try to rank for keywords. Another option for this is if you don't know where to get started with keywords, I highly recommend SEMrush or Moz. They will give you a great insight to look into how to understand keywords better. You can also use a free tool from SEMrush and Google Keyword Planner, which I will link in the bottom of this video. Go ahead and check those out. Type in your main keyword and then build on top of that. Another bonus tip is to try to rank for long tail keywords. These are specific phrases that a typical person that may be interested in your product or service may search for your business. So for example, if you own a pizza restaurant, you would want to say pizza restaurant in Orlando, Florida, or wherever your location is, or specialty pizza, specialty deep dish pizza in Orlando, Florida. See what keywords that you can rank for and where there is low competition. Just a reminder, use the resources that are available to you, and that will definitely help get you a higher ranking. Tip number 3, you want to publish great content. Just like I said, Google doesn't know that you're an expert in your field. You can have 20+ years of experience, but if you don't put out great content and information on your website, Google will think that you're a novice, you have no experience. So you need to document any information that you can add to bring value to potential users that are viewing your website. The more they see you as a leader in your industry, that you are knowledgeable, they will rank your website higher. Now, when you're doing blogs, you don't need to be a professional writer. You just need to make sure you take your time to put out quality, valuable content to really answer people's questions. A good way to go about this and to get ideas for blog writing, you can go ahead and check out Answer the Public. This is a great free tool that if you type in your industry or keyword that you are trying to rank for, it'll answer with specific questions that people search online. And from these searches, you will be able to generate blog titles and ideas, and then you can elaborate with your expertise. Tip number 4, everyone's favorite, social media, social media, social media. So social media is important, however, it is not urgent. The magic pill of Facebook and Instagram only works for specific clients in specific industries and if they have a strong brand. A lot of business owners don't know how marketing works, and so they think that social media is the end all be all. Typically, when it comes to a small business owner that has a brick and mortar location, this traffic only generates about 6% of their actual sales. 6%, that's not a lot. So prioritizing social media in that way, where it's the only aspect of marketing that you focus on, is detrimental to your business. You want to make sure that you have a strong foundation with your marketing, that you are covered in all platforms and not just focusing on social media. With that said, creating content that is valuable and informs your potential client or customer, this will help you get a lot of better results online, because if you happen to go viral, that helps your business. The way that I see social media is you want to have as much quantity and quality as you can. Put out content as much as you can, as long as it's presentable, it's professional, you're adding value, it is helpful. And over time, build onto that quality so that you can provide more value and you can rank higher in search engines. And finally, tip number 5, backlinks. Now, backlinks are just a link that links back to your website. Now, a backlink is something that can be good for your business or detrimental. Understanding that if you are trying to build strong, powerful backlinks, they are coming from reputable sources. You don't want to just get featured backlinks anywhere. Try to make sure that when you are doing backlinks, it is in a reputable website that has valuable information, is relevant to your industry. A good way to go about this is going through forums and looking for where people are asking questions and then answering their questions with a blog article that you wrote, or just going in and adding value, answering their question directly, and then linking back to your website. When people see this and they see the value that you're adding here, they will view that as a reputable source, and that'll create a higher backlink. Something you can also do is you can get featured on other blogs or other websites where they will write about you. As long as it's coming from a relevant source in a relevant industry and it's reputable, then it is perfectly fine for you to build on top of this. Now, everything with Google, they are very aware when people try to cheat the system, and some people will buy backlinks. This is a big no-no, and it's detrimental to your business because this will actually lower your rankings instead of increasing them. So be very careful not to buy backlinks, followers, likes, anything like that, because the algorithms are very smart and they're aware of these tactics that people use. Well, I hope you found this valuable. That was 5 tips to how to rank your website higher on Google. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on my website, Orlando Marketing Agency. That is orlmarketingagency.com. Feel free to reach out to me via email or an interest form, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. Until next time, see you guys later.